A warm stretch in February has expanded the amount of open water at the Shakopee Mill Pond and attracted a few different species of overwintering ducks to join the vast mallard population here. The first duck we noticed was this regal northern pintail. The pintail is a dabbler, so it needs to feed in shallow water, but it's very social outside the breeding season and can often be found hanging out with other ducks, including divers. We were here looking for redheads and canvasback, but when any birder approaches a pond, they are mainly looking for anything that isn't a mallard, like the green-winged teal. Photographing waterfowl has always been a challenge for me because they are always too far away and difficult to sneak up on. However, when they choose not to migrate, you can get great pictures because they have nowhere to go. If you watch my videos, you know Lucas and I have been obsessed with getting a good close-up photo of a redhead, and you also know we have been highly unsuccessful. It was exciting to see a few drakes and hens swimming along the edge of the ice and constantly diving for food. Lots of times, redheads sleep the entire morning after feeding at night. This is why almost every previous photo attempt has been of a red head tucked into its body sleeping. Probably late afternoon is the best time. After spotting the redheads, we also located our first canvasback of the year. Big Gadwall isn't striking like the pintail, redhead, or canvasback, but it's still a good-looking duck. The female actually looks very similar to a female mallard. Being a dabbler, they also normally tip up to feed in shallow water, but this guy was mainly surface feeding on the edge of the ice. I'm not sure what he was able to strain out of the water, but he was busy working at it. It's probably plant material that other ducks had worked up. Over at the water treatment plant, the Gadwalls follow the coots around and just steal whatever they dive for. This is called kleptoparasitism, and while they look innocent, they are known for it. Redheads usually start establishing pair bonds in winter, with males performing courtship displays. Pairs will usually migrate together, but in this case, they never left. These bonds will last until males take off during incubation. There were several drakes and only a couple hens, so there was some third-wheel drakes at this pond. There are only a few swans present, including this guy who was having a feather issue. Swans have over 25,000 feathers, which is right at the top among birds. As you will soon see, waterfowl care deeply about their feathers. Canvasbacks are easy to spot with their sloping forehead and large white body. Because they love diving in cold water, and they live and sleep in the water, rarely ever going to shore, they need to preen often to keep their feathers waterproof. This process can take up to 15 minutes, and a lot of energy. They coat their head and bill with oil from their preening gland. Then they contort themselves to rub their head over all their feathers. They splash themselves to distribute the oil evenly. Like all ducks, they finish the process by propelling themselves out of the water and flapping their wings to air dry. All of this took place while a steady highway of mallards drove by. Both the redheads and canvasbacks kept diving under the ice. They would almost always resurface right where they went under. How do they see so well underwater? Number 1, they have goggles. Diving ducks close their nictitating membrane, which is a transparent eyelid that moves horizontally across the eye, acting like a windshield. Secondly, these ducks contain strong ciliary muscles that they use to force their lens forward through their iris, making it more spherical and drastically changing its refractive power. Finally, the red in their eyes is a pigment-filled structure in their retina that filters out the overwhelming blue and green light underwater and gives them a better contrast ratio to spot food. After we were satisfied with our duck photos, we made a stop in a nearby neighborhood pond to look for a cackling goose. Kind of like duck, duck, goose. It took some looking, but we finally found the goose without a neck. The cackling goose also has a more stubby bill and is just smaller in general. Next Sunday will be 9 degrees, so it was nice to enjoy the 50-degree day with some waterfall reminding us of spring. Bald eagles can be spotted near their nests and will lay eggs soon. Spring is just around the corner.